It's time for Talking Sports, Birmingham's only weekly sports update to put you in the game. Winning isn't everything, it's the only thing. Now, here is your winning action host, Kip Keefer, and the legend.
Warning, the program you're about to watch will contain effusive and unending praise of Alabama football. It may be objectionable to some viewers, particularly if you're an Auburn fan. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, everybody. With that disclaimer out of the way, it's Kip Keefer, it's the legend, it's Talking Sports. It must be 10:30 on Saturday morning, and you are at the go-to destination. Birmingham Greyhound Racing is our sponsor. Gates are open. A huge day is going on today with racing on the track at 2 o'clock and 7:15, simulcast racing from all over the country, and the big-time action of the Sports Parlay Card Contest. All right, legend, we're ready to go this week. I have been getting emails and messages for weeks from people that said, you got to get this young lady on the program.
Bama Bo, we're glad to have Bama Bo. All the Twitter world, you wanted it. You got it. We deliver for the fans here.
The
on
secret in television, give the people what they want. They
Yeah.
wanted you, Bo. Welcome
Bama
to the
Bo.
show.
Welcome.
Thank you so much. Hey, anytime I can come on here and talk Alabama football, I'm more than happy to do it. And it's an honor.
Well, we are thrilled to have you. I know
Thrilled to
Legend
have
and I are both curious about, you have a massive Twitter following. You do a podcast on Alabama football. I've caught some of your kind of emotional outbursts on some things, which is great because my co-host here also tends to get a little bit emotional about Alabama football. But tell us how you got kind of started as being not just a super fan, but a commentator.
Well, it was just being on Twitter and just talking to other people, and I do tend to be a little bit too emotional, and I've been busted with that so many times because
There's nothing wrong with that.
I am an emotional tweeter, and I admit it. I am a emotional, but that's what was great about it was people would just correspond with me, and it just kind of grew from there. And then I decided to do a little podcast and got a few listens, and then I did some YouTube stuff and just built a little bit of an audience, so it's kind of cool.
That's awesome. Well, you guys have a lot of similarities in how you've ascended to prominence, because the Legend from the broadcast radio side, you more on the internet side, but Legend, I know you can identify with a lot of this story.
I mean, it's a new age. If you are a fan, if you are a Twitter, did I say that? A Twitter.
A tweeter.
If you're a tweeter, if you tweeting. I mean, if you're on social media, the opportunities now in the future is the fan will become the media. We're so tired of hearing the same old talking things all the time. We want to hear from the fan, and that's what Talking Sports is all about. And Bama Bo, it's such an honor to have you on here. I just want to say this to you. If you could tell Twitter something today, I know what I would tell. I would say, ha, 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 ha. Look at me! But what would you tell them right now, Bama Bo?
Legend, I'm going to be honest with you because I'm not prepared for this, but this is my honest answer. I would tell Twitter that women can actually talk sports.
Wow.
Because I've had a lot of problems with people thinking that material is stolen just because I'm female.
Oh,
Isn't that interesting?
That's interesting.
Well, and it's certainly the era where you're starting to see a lot more women in conventional broadcasting. And unlike the previous era where, you had to be some fashion model and they didn't care if you knew anything about sports, I'm starting to see a transition. There's a lot of really good female commentators now.
There is, and I have a lot of interaction with Twitter females that I swear could talk me under the table with sports.
Unbelievable.
I want women to have a voice and to just come out and do like what I'm doing and just talk about football because we actually can talk it, believe it or not.
That's great.
Now, ladies, don't take this the wrong way because I'm a happily married man. Don't take this the wrong way. But we want all you ladies to watch Talking Sports. We love you ladies. Ladies know more than us. It's just a common, knowledgeable fact. Y'all know more than us. Y'all know it's true. You know it's true.
Hey, and there's nothing more fun than if your husband's sitting around with some friends watching the game and somebody says something that you know is wrong or stupid, but you can correct them right away if you're a female. That is the ultimate football experience. We obviously the Bama part we get. Tell us what the Bo part. Tell us what Bama Bo. Why that name?
You know, actually, Bo is my nickname. It was a nickname given to me at birth by my father.
Wow.
And he called me Bebo, and it got shortened to Bo. And then when I came on Twitter, I actually called radio stations as Bo, and then I just put Bama in front of it so they would know I was a Bama fan.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Well, let's hear your take to the Alabama Nation. What would you say to the Alabama Nation on this Saturday morning? So close
to the kickoff of the season.
Close to
After all,
kickoff.
it's
Do you believe the
15.
dynasty's over, Bama Bo?
I believe Duke is going to pay seriously coming off of that loss we had. I think, no, the dynasty's not over. The dynasty is far from, we're still at the top. And what people keep forgetting is that we were in the national championship game. It's not like we had 3 or 4 losses. We were in that game. So how is the dynasty over just because we lost one?
Well, I'm going to tell you what it is, Bama Bo. And this is to all the media. You hate us. We know you hate us. The media hates Alabama. You're a bunch of haters! You want Alabama to fall. You want the dynasty to end. But 23 of the top 150 ESPN and already 24-5 and 5-star players for 2020, Kip, tells me one thing. The dynasty is just rolling along, brother.
Well, we're going to get into the Alabama football story on this particular date. We've got some burning questions that Alabama inquiring minds, Tide fans want to know. I'm going to put Bo and the legend under the microscope to do some splaining about some things and promote some other things. We have all that coming up as we continue. After this break on Talking Sports, don't go anywhere.